Alright guys, what's up? It's JDawgs here, and you will notice first thing, we have an empty cave. Last time I showed you guys that we were working on moving stuff, and yeah, Wish is on with me. She's working on her little area. And over here is one of the last things to be in the cave, and that is some books I've been enchanting, and of course the enchanting station, because we have to make a room for this. I want a room for some of the different stuff. And of course these little spawners, I don't know if I think I've showed these to you guys, but I want to make a regular spot for them and for the spider spawner there. So that's something that we will probably work on a different episode. Right off the bat, I want to ask you guys something, and that is, while we're working here and showing stuff off, you can see that I've got a lot of stuff moved. The portal's still here. I think ultimately I will leave the nether portal here and maybe even make something nice out of this to where we show off the portal. And of course we still have our mine shaft over there that we normally use, which I think we'll keep that also. But as we head out here, I want to discuss something really quick with you guys, and that is, I want to know, I've been thinking about something and I want to know what you guys think about it, and that is, I've got a lot of just random things that I want to do here on the server to just get them done and worked on. And they're not really video content, they're more just kind of goofing around, maybe go explore the Twilight or something like that. And I got a lot of stuff there I want to explore, and I thought maybe we could do a live stream out of it. So I want to know, what do you guys think about me doing like either a Wednesday or a Saturday live stream where it's just Feed the Beast and I do exploring and stuff like that, and we go out and get some cool loot and just, you know, have a cool day out of it. Maybe get some stuff done around here that's just random stuff that's not really video stuff. What would you think about it, and how do you feel about something like that happening? So let me know in the comments section down below. You can also like the video to let me know if you want something like that to happen. If you don't really want to leave a comment or anything, you can just leave a like on the video. But anyway, so let me know on that. So last time we left off, first of all, I'm going to go up here and show off the bees. We have gotten a little further with the bees. So last time I showed off that we were working on these guys. I think I showed this off. We were just starting the unwearies. I've got purebreds of them now, so I'm mass breeding those for a purebred, and I am starting the crossbreed between diligence and of course the unwearies. And then here pretty soon we will also start crossbreeding these noble queens, well, nobles, with the majestics, and that is our final stage that we're going to be needing. And it's going to bring up here, I'm going to bring up my paper real quick so I make sure I say these right. It's going to bring, we will get imperial bees from the majestic and nobles, which will give us the jelly. And then from the unweary and diligent, we will get industrious, which gives us pollen. So from that kind of stuff, you can see over here I've actually already got 2 of the industrious drones, but we need these guys to be purebred, and of course they're not purebred by any means yet. So that'll be something that we need to work on, and I'll be working on that in the meantime. But we've got a bunch of stuff. I've added some new barrels here, mainly because we're getting overflowing amounts of stuff here, and eventually this is going to get moved to a storage unit, I think. And last time we left off with this guy, the thermometer. And you can see I've been scanning everything, anything I can find I've been scanning that will let me scan it. Did I scan one of you guys? I did not. So, oh, can't scan it. Unfortunately, that kind of sucks. Did I scan one of you? Yes, I did. So you can see pretty much everything has some sort of stuff to it. Yep. So that's the honeydew. And did we do honey? Yep, we did the honey. So that's different stuff that we can do. I've saved a couple to show you guys, and that is, well, I already did these, but whoops, stuck on the doors. I already did these, but I want to show you guys. I was actually able to scan these different boars that Wish has, her deer, her sheep from the Twilight. her pigs, and all of these I was able to scan. You can kind of see as I get closer, including their drops and their different things that they give. So that was really cool. I literally, you can scan just about anything in here. This is something else I've been working on, which we'll get to in a second. And I temporarily moved our beds up here, which I'm going to sleep really quick. But I've got a bunch of stuff we want to work on today, and like I said, I sent out a tweet just before I started recording this Wednesday night, or early Thursday morning, one of the two. But anyways, I sent out a tweet saying that this is going to be a bit of a longer episode, so I'm trying to keep track of how long this is going to be and what we're doing. But the first thing I want to start off with is we're going to take this thermometer and go over here and scan a couple things that I did not scan. I just kind of held off on them until we got a chance to do them here. So you can see we can even scan all these different types of machines, and they give us so much stuff. It is insane how much stuff they give us. And you can see, oh, I did that one already. I switched to iron furnaces, by the way, which it looks like we cannot scan those guys. But so we're getting tons and tons of stuff. You can even scan armor. You can scan, I mean, if it's able to be scanned, I've scanned it. I don't know. Oh, I got that earlier. Can we scan this guy? I don't think so. Sounds like Wish is doing some stuff over there herself. Where did that go? Am I picking it up? There we go. So I'll put that back in there. That's probably Tinker's construct, which is why we can't scan it. Should be able to scan that. Yep, there we go. So this is what I've been doing, a lot of this, of just basically scanning everything I can find, everything I can lay my hands on. And I even went over to Smee's base and he let me scan stuff that was over there. I've tried scanning these. You can't really scan the trophies or anything, unfortunately. And you guys remember these, they were left by Adrian, which was part of the prank that was pulled on me. This void chest, man, it was a lot of stuff. The unifier, you can see, was a lot of stuff. Let's see, trash can was a couple things. But anyways, we're going to move on to the next step of this. And I've been looking around and trying to figure some of this out. I moved most of this stuff out here for now because I want to have a room for each of these things. And I'm going to show you really quick before we move on to that some of the stuff I've been working on. So I've dug over here and dug this area out, and this is going to eventually connect with this section, but it may also go out further that way, or like curve around to another room and have this be a hallway maybe, where we kind of keep stuff. It also lets me get back here a little easier to, you know, get to some of this for the, you know, stuff I've got temporarily set up back here anyways. And then over here, I've got some seed oil I've been doing for more of the sticks, which allows us to do more of the frames to make those guys breed better. Oh, I put in this flat platform down beneath here, which you guys got to see during the prank if you saw it. But I put this in. It's just between that room above and a room that I'm going to have below this, just so we can get to the power cables and stuff a little easier, give us some working room in there. We've got everything pretty much moved over here. I'm going to go over to this side and kind of show you guys real quick. Hey, get up in there. But we've got all the stuff moved. I remade another anvil. We've actually got a steel anvil now, which was pretty easy to make. Moved a lot of the barrels over here, kind of got them organized a little bit. And a few things don't really have a spot yet, but I'm trying to get a spot for them. I put all the bushes in here so that we can be able to have easy access to them. They've got plenty more space to where you don't have to worry about getting poked to death whenever you're trying to get to stuff. So that's pretty good. And then over on this side, I am going to be doing another room here also, which may or may not have an exit going out that way. I've got some of the stuff hanging up on the walls here, and our crate or our chest are just kind of sitting here for now. They may or may not stay there, I'm not sure. And then down below here, we have another spot. So I've dug this out, and what I think we're going to do with this is going that direction, I believe it is, right? Yeah, going that direction is kind of where Wish is having her stuff. You can kind of see her her garden thing that's, or not, her plant and stuff is over here, and so I don't really want to run into that. So I think over in this section we're going to be putting some tanks and things like that to hold different liquids, and then over on this side we're going to be putting in our mob farm again. So first things I want to start on is doing one of these iron tanks down here to start putting some stuff away and getting some of these liquids into actual tanks. Now, moving the liquid around, I don't know how easy that is once it's in the tank, so we're going to go ahead and make some decent sized tanks, and we're going to have to build a little away from the wall and the floor so that we have plenty of room here. So before we get to Thaumcraft, I think I'm going to do this really fast and get this done up for you guys. So we can do several different sizes. Let me make sure one more time we're pointing in the right direction. Yep, we are. So on this side is where we're going to put these tanks. And we need to have one spot away from the wall, because of course we're going to have to put a wall in. So the wall will be there and there in front of those blocks. So this would be the corner, and then where the torch is would be the floor, so that can be our corner spot for a tank. Now, as you can see, these can be 4 by 4 by 4, or 5, 6, 7, or 8. As far, well, no, I'm sorry. Height can be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then diameter, which is around, can be 3, 5, 7, or 9. Which I think what we're going to do is, I'm thinking 5 by 5 for now, and then we can always make them a little taller, possibly. So we have to have our corner piece, and then, well, can we even go 5 up? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's going to put us flush with the ceiling, and it's not going to leave us enough room for piping and stuff. Let's see. So if we change the diameter, we could go 4 high, but other directions we could go like 7. So that'd be wide and long. I don't know how good that would work. Let's just go ahead and put this in, and if need be, I can take this stone down and replace it and make that area above us. Because, like I said, the area above us is just this here, so we can always make this a little shorter if we need to, or just change the floor out to where it matches down here. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and keep that 5 high, and then we'll go 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, get up here. 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have to connect them together at the top here. And connect them here. Alright, yeah, she lost one of her deer for some reason. We're not sure why. We think they might just despawn or something, so yeah, she's had to get a couple of her animals over again. But that's alright, there's plenty of them in the twilight. And then there we go. So that's our base frame. Now we have to put in these iron tank gauges, which are basically the walls, and then we have to have 2 valves, one on the top and one on the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and get our glass in here, and it doesn't keep, at first I thought this was kind of ugly because I thought it was going to keep that look to it where it's not connected, but here in a moment that will change. So get that back, put that there, 2, 3, and we got one there, put one there, fill the walls in. Wow, this is actually going to take a lot more of these walls than I thought. I'm hoping we're going to have enough just to finish this guy out. Okay, I'm going to leave that open until we get the rest of it done. And put that, put that, put that. And then put that guy. Now you notice it still hasn't finished itself up yet, but when we put down these 2, boom. Now you can see it can hold liquid. So now we can put any kind of liquid in there that we want to, and it'll fill it up. And we can just, you know, reuse it, reuse it, reuse it, reuse it. And we can make these longer too, so I have to remember that also. If we need to, you know, if we can't go up, we can always just extend the length of it. But one of the things, and I'm going to share it with you guys, I feel really derpy. Oh, that's the wrong one. I feel really derpy about it, but I'm going to go ahead and share it with you guys anyways. All this creosote that I've been saving, if you go back and you look at my older episodes, you'll notice that you used to be able to turn creosote into a power source with a semi-fluid generator or whatever it's called, and that was really cool. Well, unfortunately, if you hit U over these now, you will see that the only thing that they really make that's worthwhile, which still isn't really worthwhile, is a wooden tie for railcraft, which is used for making different types of track and stuff like this. And it's not really that impressive, unfortunately. But the other thing I can use it for, and I may use it for, is this creosote wood block, which is a decorative block, which is kind of cool. So I may use some of it for that, but for right now, I just want to store it. I just want it out of my face. So we're going to take it, and you can put them one by one into here, and you can see it's slowly filling that up. And that, let's see how many 16 does. 16 does 16,000, and we can hold up to, what is that, 2 million megabytes? Or megabytes. I think it stands for millibuckets, not megabytes. So we'll kind of get these going in here and get it filled up. And but probably I'll go ahead and do that later when I cut or something, because yeah, this is probably going to take quite a while to fill this guy up, and you can only put in like 16 at a time, so it takes a while to get it all in there. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that back into, what bag was it? This bag. Let's stick one more in there real quick. So that's one thing that I'll be working on later, probably off screen. And that's the kind of stuff that I might work on during the stream, is doing that kind of stuff. And like I said, as far as those others, I keep going to the wrong bag. As far as doing more tanks, you can see here, we've got plenty of the valves. I think we have plenty of the walls, but we're going to need a whole lot more of these iron tank gauges. But I want to get the honey put into another tank, and we're going to have tons of that, and that's actually probably going to be part of a main power source that I decide to use. So that's another thing we're going to have to work on, probably on the stream. I got to go over here. Wish wants me to look at her little baby animals. Let's see, we've got... Okay, that's adorable. These deer, the grown-up deer, kind of have weird necks to them. Oh, wow, the babies are just... They have these huge heads on them. That's hilarious. Okay, so... Oh, they got names? Jalen and Jaden. And let me see, did you name the... Oh, Ramette and Rambo. I like that, Rambo. That's cute. And then she's got ones over here. She's got Borley, and then she used to have one called Borla. Yeah, there it is. Okay, you just renamed it. Okay. So she's got 3 over here, and she's been having fun with these guys, and I'm probably eventually going to extend this out for her and let her have more animals and stuff over here, because she really likes messing with them. Okay, so on to another thing that I want to do, and I was told this really doesn't work, and I'm going to go ahead and try it anyways. You can see I've made carbon plate, okay? And the recipe for that is to get a raw carbon mesh, and that is raw carbon fiber, and that is coal dust. So all this I was easily able to do. The compressing part, I just went and borrowed a compressor from somebody else. I am going to be making this stuff. Again, that's probably going to be something I do on the stream, only because you guys have seen me in previous series make all the compressors and all that other kind of you know, machines and stuff, and I'll probably go over it, you know, next week or whenever I have the stream, you know, the following episode, just to show off what I did. But I don't think I'm going to do that for a video again. If you guys want me to, let me know, and maybe I'll do like a small tutorial series or something on it. But unless you want that, I'll probably just go ahead and do it on the stream. So anyways, we made the carbon plate, and you can actually make this into armor from what I understand. So if we do like this, well, okay, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, 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 nope. I forgot. I need these energy crystals. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. So I can get the diamond dust and the redstone, but after that you have to compress those 9 pieces of that into these energy crystals. And again, I don't have a compressor of my own, so I may also do that on the stream. But from what I've been told, the helmet for some reason doesn't quite work right because it calls for these night vision goggles. Now, from what I've understood before, you didn't used to have those, so I might try to make them and make them without the goggles, because you can see all the other ones don't require anything specific besides the crystal and the plates. So that may be something that I do also during the stream. I just wanted to touch base on the fact that people have come to me and told me that they can't make the helmet, and you guys might try taking out the night vision goggles and make it with just these 5 pieces left over, because peeing on your plant. Yeah, the watering can, it makes it look like that. It's kind of funny. But you guys might try it with just these 5 pieces here without the goggles. See if it works. But I do want to make stuff like the nano saber and some of this other stuff because it looks kind of cool. I'm not sure what some of these are, but they look like cool items, and I'd like to make some of them. But anyways, I've got that made up, and I've had those for a little while now. And yeah, I completely forgot I have to have those gems for it. So anyways, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get started on Thaumcraft, because that's what I'm here for. So like we said last week, I was basically scanning everything I could find, and I was trying to figure out the different things between these two. Well, it used to be you would just stick a piece of paper in here and, you know, just start guessing at different things that it might contain. You kind of still do that, but it's further down the line from what I understand. In the Thaumonomicon, we're going to go ahead and open this, and you're going to see that there are things available. Now, right now it says that I can go ahead and click this to get the research note. But if I were to throw down these scribing tools and paper, you would see that it now says you need scribing tools and paper to get this research note. So that's where the first part of the paper comes in, is you have to be able to have that in your inventory so that you can get some of this stuff. So we're going to go through this one, advanced node trapping. I have no clue what it is, but you can get this now, and now it says we have that note in our inventory. So if we open our inventory, you can see right here it says advanced node tapping taking it all. So we're going to go ahead and take that. You can see it actually used a little bit of our scribing tool also, and it used 1 piece of paper. So now we take that piece, we come over here, we put that up in here, and you can see the different types of stuff that it takes. So we have to have this one here, which I believe we have all of these, so I'm going to kind of scroll through and see what we've got going on here. There's the speed. So how do we put that in? That's the part I don't get. Kind of drag it over. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I'm not sure. Oh, so we can, oh, okay. So let's do the wand. I know I have the wand one. Now, I'm literally learning this as I talk to you guys, so bear with me if I do this completely wrong. Okay, and it doesn't really tell us how many of each we need. I'm guessing that one is that one. So, do we just need to make them touch each other, I guess? No, that didn't work. I'm probably wasting some decent stuff here. I'm hoping I'm not doing too bad at this. Do we have the sun? I don't see one for the sun. There it is. Okay, so put that there. Let's go back over there. I have no clue if I'm doing this right. Whoops. Okay. Man, I have no clue what I'm doing as far as this goes. I know it just says you're kind of supposed to drag and drop them over, but let's take that one away and put it this way. No, I think I'm doing this completely wrong. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing here. Or am I supposed to... No? Is it going to give those back? No, it sure doesn't. And it's making me use my scribing tool up here. Okay, so we're going to have to figure out how to do this part of it. But I do know that I can get several of these things because I've already turned around. We've claimed that... Oh, okay, so we can get another note. I don't want another note, though. But we can get this one. And then we can go to the next one. And we're able to get several here. So wand foci, or foci, however you say that. Copper wand caps. Gold wand caps. Great wood wand core. Okay. Basic wand, we have that. Nitor. What is this? Oh, okay. Alumentum. Magical metallurgy. And magic tallow. So that gave us all of those. In here we can get the goggles of revealing, which I really want those. I remember those guys. That's pretty much it there. Golemancy, we can get straw golems. I believe I have one of these, but I'm going to go ahead and get it anyways. I'm not sure. I don't remember if I clicked that to get it. Yeah, so you can see we can actually already craft this. I wonder if I just right-click with the spell. Now that says research, not spell. So I'm not sure on that. This one we can't get yet. Transvector interface. And then we have spellbinding cloth. And that's all we can get there so far. And then for the bees, which they have extra bees here we can mess with. Essence of false life. And the magic frames. So those are going to be pretty cool. So we probably have a whole inventory full. Oh my gosh. Okay, so did we get them all? I hope so. Yeah, magic frame was the last one. So we got all the research things. Now we have to figure out how to do this. So let's read in the book real quick. Let's go back up here. So this says advanced node trapping. No, I'm not worried about that. Research, how you discover things. So maybe research expertise. Is that the one we might have to put in there next? That's the wand. Where's research expertise? There we go. So let's put that guy in there instead. Let's read our book here. Alright. So we've done the research. We've done the exploration by getting points. So we did that part. Right mouse button, you will start examining them. We did that. Once complete. Okay, so we did all that. In a workbench, we made this. Not be able to examine things. Yep, we knew that. And that really did take a long time. Like, I couldn't examine paper for the longest time. There were just random things I couldn't examine until I got other stuff examined. So that was really weird on how that was done. But I thought it was cool also, being that you just can't go and examine everything at the same time. You have to examine them at a certain, a certain way of doing stuff, and it make it in a certain order and everything like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. So let's go to the next page here. Gain 2 more research points. Objects and creatures are usually okay. We did all that. We made this. Combining aspects. Once you have gathered some research points, you cannot attempt to combine you can attempt to combine them into compound aspects. To craft a research table, simply we did that. The artifice category, okay. If you open research tables, did that. Scribing tools. See the aspects. Yep, we saw those. Okay. We got that. You can now start combining aspects. Here we go. Into more complex compound aspects simply by clicking on those you wish to combine or dragging it to the runed circles in area 4, which is over here. The selected aspects will appear in area 4, and when you have two selected, pressing the purple button will attempt to combine them. Oh, okay, I was doing that way wrong probably. Gain to the bottom right, and it should appear in area 3. Okay, I think I get this. I think I get this. Let's try this again. So we have the brain and the owl and this triangle looking thing. So let's find, do we have, oh, there we go. So now, boom. Boom. Why are you not doing anything? I don't see anything happening. Nope. Okay. What about if we put the owl there? We got that guy. I don't think anything is happening. I think I'm doing this right. Put those two together. Huh. So it could be triangle and owl, which we have. It could be triangle and brain. Let's try that. Take that one out, put that one in. I don't see anything happening. Let's do the owl in the first slot. Am I doing something wrong? Am I missing something here? Let's see. Let's drag that. No. Combine that. Oh, good night, honey. Alright, I'm going to do a little bit more research on this, see if I'm doing this wrong, and I'll be back here in a few minutes, guys. I'm going to get a little bit of work done, and we'll see what's going on, so I will be right back. Okay, so all of you guys bashing your heads against your keyboards at my stupidity can finally stop now. I went and watched a small video, and I finally know how to do this. So, it is a little bit more complicated, but I think it's extremely, extremely cool on how they set this up. So basically what you have to do is you have to figure out what makes up each of these things, and then it's like the, you know, how do we get this guy related to this guy through the things that make them up, okay? So if we take and we look at this bird one here first, and we look at our Thaumonomicon, and we go to the aspects of magic, we can take a look at the different things that make up the bird looking one there, which I'm not going to remember all the names of these guys, so I'm probably just going to give them each their own little names. So for this one here, you can tell that it takes air and spiritus to make up census. Okay, and you can see when I hover over it, it actually shows you all the stuff that I had to scan to get census. But anyways, so we know air and spiritus make it up. So we can go back into the table here, and we can go ahead and go over to, let's say, let's start with the air one, I guess. So where is it? Oh, I'm going to overlook it already. I know I am. Air is the yellow one, isn't it? Yeah, right there. It's the first one. Goofball. Okay, so we can click it there, and now you can see that they actually connect to each other because that makes that up. And so now we can go ahead and say, okay, well, we know they'd make each other up, so to get another connection, we can go ahead and put back the same guy again. Okay? And then to make up the brain, we can look and see what makes up the brain real quick. And we will see that Terra and Spiritus make up Cognito, which is the brain one. Well, we know Spiritus is actually one that makes up the other one, makes up the bird one also, so all we have to do is put in Spiritus. So we come over here, boom, there's Spiritus, and you'll see now all three of these guys connect together. So that's kind of how you have to do that, and you have to connect them all together. And we could go this direction to connect these guys together, or we can go this direction to connect these guys together. And once they're all connected in any form of a line, they don't have to go like in a triangle or anything, but once they're connected in any form of line, you can go ahead and use those. So I already know from looking at the video, this is the similar way that they went. I know that I can go ahead and go with, what is it, the three people standing together is the next one we can go with right here. And then I believe it was the green hammer looking thing that was next. That went there. And then our final piece is going to be this little instrumentum piece. And those all actually make each other up. Now, I didn't go through and look back and forth on the book for one main reason. That would have taken a lot of time. And so, but these all connect together because if you know, the brain is made up of this one and another one, and so each one is connected through there. So now you'll see that we have the discovery for research expertise. So we can take that out of there, we can put it in our hands, and boom, we've learned research expertise. So a few things I want to go over really quick that I neglected to show you guys. One of those things is I've already, you might have noticed, where'd it go? Down here? Yeah, down here. I've already got some of these ones that are a different shape unlocked. And that was because some of these, all you have to have is the knowledge for them, like this one here, but we don't have the knowledge, that's why we can't do it. But some of these, all you have to have is the knowledge in order to make them, and then you can just click them and it just takes it from the table or whatever from your stash that you have from scanning stuff. And so that's what I was able to do with this, so we can make different things like this paving stone. Anything walking across it will have a greater speed and agility for a couple of seconds. And then we have this other stuff. If we go back one, paving stone of warding. Basically, nothing can cross it. And it says, you have discovered a way of turning arcane blocks into mystical wards that will prevent most creatures from crossing them. Noted that the wards aren't always 100% foolproof, so it doesn't always work. And they cannot prevent other players from entering an area, but they keep most of the common threats at bay. They will also prevent golems from crossing them. For best results, you need an unbroken line of them between the area you wish to protect and the outside world. And then active redstone signal disables the block. So there's a couple different things that we've been able to get just by doing that. And then, as you can see, like way over here out in the middle of nowhere, there's this bone bow. Now this guy, we can go ahead and get the research note for it because we were able to discover it. But you might be asking yourself, how come there's no line that goes from here to here? And that's basically because we discovered an item, we scanned an item that is needed to discover this, so we were able to actually skip, you know, some of the stuff that would have normally connected to that, because we were able to scan the correct items, which I had no clue. I was just scanning everything I could find, so for that it was just dumb luck, I guess you could say. And then you can see down here, I got the silky enchanted fabric, which I am going to be using this to make some of this Thaumcraft armor, so that's going to be pretty cool. I do plan on making that up. There's a pair of boots, what looks like leggings, and then a chest plate. So there is no helmet because most of the time people are wearing their goggles, which I'm going to be making those also. Okay, so to go back up here, you can see now we've opened up, we got this one, which is called Knowledge is Power. So if we click that, you'll now see that we have, we can become more efficient at performing research whenever you remove an aspect that you placed in a hex, which is that crafting table that we were in. there's a 25% chance that you will regain the research points. So sometimes we'll get it back like we were losing them. And then it says you are also able to see what aspects you need to combine to create an aspect you are hovering over, which is the big part of why I did this one first. Because now, if we go in here and say, let's see, what was the next one? Research Mastery, okay? So if we take Research Mastery, which was... Where'd you go, Research Mastery? We had that guy here. Or no, do we have to click that? Whoops. Okay, click. Alright, now we got Research Mastery. I'm still learning. Okay, so if we put that guy in there, now you can see we have 4 different ones that we have to connect together. And we'd be like, oh man, now we gotta figure out, you know, what combines to what, and we're gonna be opening the book 20 times. No, because now we can go over here, and if you just hover over it, it's gonna show us what connects, what makes this up. So we can see that the mountains and the spirit, that's what I'm going to call it anyways, is what makes up the brain. So now we can just go along and figure out what makes up each thing and try to connect them together. So like the wand up there takes empty circle? I guess that is a bubble or something. And then it takes the lightning, which lightning takes that triangle looking thing and then fire, or we can go with the other one, which is this one, which takes those 2 things. So we can, you know, slowly connect them together. And I'm probably not going to do a lot of this on camera, mainly because it's going to take quite a while to do a lot of this stuff. But I think it's a very, very cool way of how they've set this up. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. I'm probably going to do a lot of it either off camera or maybe even on the live stream if you guys want to see that, and kind of do some of these things up together. And then once I've got a lot of these done, then we can actually start crafting the items and seeing what some of that is. So probably on the next episode that's what I'm going to cover. Before I wrap up this episode, I want to show off the last couple things that I really didn't show yet, and that is first we're going to go upstairs here, and I've started on the Thaumcraft room. That's what this is going to be. I don't really know what I'm going to make it look like just yet, but this is going to be about the rough size of it. We're going to have all of our Thaumcraft stuff in here, bring all of our tables up here, and all kinds of other stuff. We still have to make several other things that I've noticed that Thaumcraft 4 has that Thaumcraft 2 did not have whenever I was back doing that. And the last thing I want to show you guys is, first we're going to go down here. I'm going to take another sleep really fast, and we're going to go and see what Wish has been working down in her area, so I can kind of show off what she's decided to do. So you guys will remember last time I showed off her area and she had it all done and everything. Well, this is still the same. You'll see that I had this connected through here, but down here she's actually changed some of the stuff. So she doesn't have wheat anymore. We've gotten our magical crops in here, which is really, really good. And she started planting some other crops in here. She's going to be actually doing some of the crossbreeding of crops, which I think is going to be pretty cool. And she's changed up some of the blocks here. So you see she now has marble and the mud bricks going on in here to kind of match the theme upstairs. And then she did the topiary grass for the ceiling, and it's all done. We've got a couple glowstone nooks just to finish up the lighting for the rest of the area. And yeah, so that's what she's been doing down here, getting some of this done. And she's been working on her animals, of course, getting those guys all set up and nice and cozy, and probably going to make a larger area for these guys eventually, because you'll see they are getting kind of crowded. And I actually had to have her clean up some of these and get their items from them so that we could be able to have a little less lag here. But I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I know I am. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and like I said, leave any comments, suggestions, criticism down below that you guys want to leave me. And of course, if you liked the episode, feel free to leave it a like. It really does help me out. It lets me know you guys enjoy this series. And again, if you liked the longer episode, let me know. Please let me know, because I will be happy to do longer episodes if you guys want to watch them. I know some people like the short stuff, some people like the longer episodes, and also let me know if you'd like to see a live stream of Feed the Beast. You know, not every week or whatever, but maybe just, you know, once in a while when I have a lot of stuff to do like this and it's not really on camera things. So let me know about that. And as always, if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. I put out new videos every day of the week, and I will see you guys next time for another episode of Feed the Beast here on the Spiritcraft Feed the Beast server. Take it easy. Peace out.